Hi everyone, I hope you're well and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see from the title of this video, I am filming a very highly requested pregnancy Q&A. I got these questions from my Instagram doing Q&A boxes, so I'll leave my Instagram on screen now at Emma Pavia. Definitely give me a follow if you haven't already. So I've got all of the questions noted down. I've got my cup of positivity mug I got from a small business account on Instagram. I'll leave it linked down below because it is the cutest mug ever. And I thought, why not on a Sunday afternoon just sit and answer all of your questions. The first question is, was baby planned? Yes, baby was planned. Sam and I spoke about this actually very early on in our relationship, I will be honest. About whether or not we wanted to have children together, you know, thoughts on wanting to get married in the future, etc. Later on throughout our adult life, and that was something we spoke about wanting to have together in the future, was a family, and we are very lucky and blessed to be on that journey together now. The question is, how did you find out you were pregnant and what were the signs you were pregnant? So I had brought the ovulation kit, something again we agreed to do together, and knew when we were going to have our best chances, and it was planned. So naturally, when my period was late, which was one of my signs that I could be pregnant, we took a pregnancy test. We actually took the pregnancy test in the morning before we both went to work. We had probably less than 5 minutes to take the test result in before Sam had to dart out the door to go for work, and then I finished getting ready and went to work myself. But the signs that I was pregnant were sore breasts, feeling sick, and mood swings. So they were my signs, as well as my period being late. Sam said, let's take the test, and that morning I was like, oh, I don't know, shall we, shan't we, like it might be too early to test. But into the bathroom, I did the test. Actually took me ages to get the test out of the wrapper as well. He came in, I had the test just sat on top of the toilet system with a piece of tissue covering it. He picked up the test and said, have you looked yet? And I said, no. So as he peeled it off, I just saw tears streaming down his face. I looked at it with him and we were holding it together, just in complete and utter shock. In that moment, if I had to describe my feelings, because I've done it in my pregnancy journal, I just felt so happy. I felt very overwhelmed. I felt incredibly lucky and blessed and excited, but also I just felt shocked. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I just felt shocked, led pregnant on the test. I just felt like I wanted to hold it for the rest of the day, which I pretty much did. Got on record, which I might upload a little clip of, is when I took the test to Sam to show him how many weeks pregnant we were.
Let me see then. 2 to 3.
He knew it. He called how many weeks we were when I did that test. So yeah, that's the only thing I've got on record. And then I have got me looking at that result as well. What cravings did you have? This is a really highly requested question, and I've actually asked you guys what yours were too, and it was so much fun to read them, so thank you for those that did share. So my cravings were fizzy strawberry laces. That was my absolute favourite sweet. I didn't eat loads of them, but when I did, I just was like, wow, this sweet is the best sweet I've ever tried in my life. And drink wise, it was Capri Suns, the orange Capri Suns. So they are probably the two standout cravings that I had. Now, if it's anything, it's fruit. I just really enjoy eating fresh big bowls of fruit. Did I have any sickness? Yes, I did. I had sickness from week 6 to about week 11. The question is, when are you due? We are having a summer baby and she is due in July. The question is, who was the first person you told? So me actually telling them would be my brother Josh. However, Josie, who is my nephew's mum, called it first. She said to me when I went round to see her and my nephew, she said to me, you're pregnant, aren't you? And at this point, it was just Sam and I that knew who was, and then I told my brother as well. After that, it was then parents and siblings that we told, and then grandparents. So next question is, how did you feel? Very, very excited, overwhelmed, happy, lucky. are the words that I would use to describe how we felt. Is how do we tell our family and friends? So family, we used these. As you open it up, it says Baby Moss, which is Sam's surname obviously, June 2023. We had a little beautiful pair of booties in there, and we had this baby grow made. Inside here as well, which I think we've got it somewhere else now, it's a little coin that says decision time, mummy's turn or daddy's turn, and I believe people use it when it's for like nappy changes and stuff like that. So when we told parents and siblings, we used these boxes as well as scratch cards, which when you scratched it off, it announced that obviously the news was you're having a baby, not that you've just won a lot of money, which I'm sure people would have equally loved. Our friends we told over text or FaceTime, or when we saw them in person. Didn't do anything overly special, because a lot of the time when we were wanting to phone people and tell them like they weren't at home, they were busy, etc. So a lot of people we did end up just sending the scan picture to, sharing our news, or like a little photo with the baby grow. So the next question is, how are you feeling? So I'm actually feeling really good, thank you so much. I'm feeling like we're getting a bit more organised as well for baby's arrival. We've still got a few big purchases to make, and we have got some shopping trips planned for that. I actually really enjoyed all 3 trimesters so far. Obviously now you know I'm in my 3rd trimester. The first trimester, week 6 to 11 were quite hard because I was just constantly feeling sick. I also, towards the end of the first trimester, felt really tired and wanted to nap a lot. Then felt guilty that I was napping, thinking, oh, there's so much stuff to do. In my 2nd trimester, that's when I got a lot of my energy back. I started to feel getting a little bit of a glow. Although I did struggle with spots through my 2nd trimester. And then my 3rd trimester, I would say I'm feeling really good. Sleeping at night though sometimes is a bit of a challenge. I have got my beloved pregnancy pillow. Sam and I've got a king size bed, and he feels like there is so much distance between us with this pregnancy pillow. So I think he'll be happy when we do. Absolutely love the pregnancy pillow. It's helped me sleep so much better. But just like a little bit of lower back pain is what I'm experiencing now. But Sam has been the best partner ever through my pregnancy so far. He always gives me like a little shoulder rub, a neck rub, and like looks after me. So the only sort of challenge I'm having at the moment is sleep occasionally, but most of the time I'm able to get a good full night's sleep. The question is, do you have any videos of telling your families? Yeah, so we obviously had hoped to be able to film all of our family and friends' reactions, but naturally it doesn't happen like that. Some people might find out before you're ready to tell them, and other times you just might not want to put a camera in their face. But we did manage to film our parents' reactions, Sam's grandparents and my granddad's reaction, my brother's reaction and his sister. So we've got a couple. I don't know, maybe I could include some in here, or maybe I'll do another video where it is telling our friends and families, or maybe on a reel or something for Instagram. Let me know if you'd like to see people's reactions. But yeah, we did, and it was lovely to capture their initial thoughts on camera as well, and I'm so excited for them all to be a huge part of our little one's life as well. A preference on baby's gender and any ideas of what you're having. So no preference at all, just wanting and hoping for a happy, healthy pregnancy and baby. Sam definitely did feel that we were going to be having a baby girl right up until the 20-week scan. He was saying that. At our 20-week scan, they said to us, would you like to know the gender? And if you can remember from one of my previous videos, I wasn't sure if I wanted to find out in the scan. However, in that moment, emotions getting the better of me, I said yes. She said it's really clear what you're having. And in that initial feeling, I thought baby boy, but she said you're having a little girl. I cannot tell you how much I cried in that scan. When baby's here, you're going to know her name, obviously, but part of her name has the biggest meaning to me ever. I'm most looking forward to what it is like to become a mummy, watch her grow, and to have my own best friend for life. If you have a name chosen, Kind of. So not a name we are 100% set on. A lot of people have said to us, you won't know baby's name until you meet your baby, which I think makes a lot of sense. I do know a lot of people though, however, go in with the mindset of this is baby's name regardless, which again is obviously everybody's individual decision. Agreed on one name early on in our pregnancy and threw another name into the works that equally has such a beautiful meaning. They're both fairly unique names as well. Now he's given this other name, we're both like, yeah, that name is beautiful as well. So I guess we will decide maybe before she's here, maybe we'll be waiting until we meet her as well. But we're between two, and I don't think there'll be another name that comes up for us to consider against. At the moment, that's my thoughts. Obviously, maybe it could, who knows. And what has been the most challenging part of your pregnancy? Wow, that's a big question, isn't it? Very blessed with our pregnancy journey so far. I absolutely have adored it, and that's another question, you know, are you enjoying being pregnant? I am. I'll quickly give you a little bump update. This is baby bump. Obviously depending like what clothes you wear as well, your bump can look so much bigger. But yeah, she is just incredible. An update on baby bump, because that's something else people are saying, can I see an updated bump? So the most challenging part of pregnancy, when people didn't know, when people do know, like your friends, your family, people that have had babies, you can ask them for advice, you can ask them questions, but up until that point it's very much just between you and your partner, is what I would say personally. The last two now. So do you have any advice for people wanting to start trying for a baby? Not professional at all. The only thing I can suggest is something that we tried that did work for us, which was monitoring when was the best time for us to try for pregnancy via the ovulation testing kit. All of the best, and I wish you all of the baby luck and baby dust in your journey. This question, I've been answering them for ages now, is are you nervous about labour? So in a few more weeks time at one of our midwife appointments, we are going to do my birth plan. It's not something I've sat and thought about a lot yet. I am just trying to take all aspects of pregnancy into my stride. And just enjoy and embrace the journey. I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous, but obviously I don't really know what to expect. I don't know what my birth plan's going to be yet, and I appreciate you might write a birth plan and things can change, etc. So yeah, I would say I am nervous about labour, but I know that Sam will be the best partner for me this time as well. So my midwife Laura, she has been absolutely amazing, and I really enjoy going to my appointments. Every time I've seen baby girl and I've heard her heartbeat, I can't help, I get so emotional. I genuinely feel so lucky. Like every time she kicks and I feel her, and her movements are so much bigger now in the third trimester. Like it's real like a whoosh sort of feeling, like she's really moving all across my tummy. I just can't explain. Pregnancy has been the most beautiful experience of my life so far. It's certainly been emotional at times, it's been challenging at times, but I could not be happier to be experiencing this with Sam, and I can't wait to meet her. So baby girl, you're going to watch this one day in the future. Mummy and Daddy love you so much, and we can't wait to meet you. That's a wrap of the pregnancy Q&A. Enjoyed sitting down comfy, having a drink, listening to me answer your questions. Hopefully I answered one of your questions as well. There was a lot, but I went for the ones which were most frequently asked and the ones that I thought were quite interesting too. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any other videos you'd like to see, and as I said before, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow me on Instagram, which will be on the end slide. Thank you for all of the love and support you've shown Sam and I. We really do appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye everyone, see you in my next one.